What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. Hey, I want to do this video real simple. I just want to salute Jermall Charlo as a man, as a human being. This Jermall Charlo is just a mature Jermall Charlo. Remember, I used to tell you guys, man, like, you know, all of this getting angry all the time and pissed off at the world, man, and not wanting to fight certain people because, you know, like Demetrius Andre, because I don't want to help him make no money and all that. Yo, they bums. It's like, see, this is when I told you, I said it's obvious when a person is talking like that, they already good with money. And Jermall Charlo had a solid career, man. He done fought some good people, man, and you know, now he's starting to understand this shit, because even like going up in weight, we talked about, when you fight at a weight class where the contenders there are not great fighters, or, you know, fighters in a way where they're like as far as career defining type of fights where, you know, you have a solid legacy, you know, you have a choice to make. Where are you gonna go? Are you gonna stay there or go up and wait? And here's my thing, okay? Jermall Charlo gets it now, you know, and, you know, him and Caleb squashing, you know, their situation. You know, I told you guys years ago, whoever the Charlos fight, I'm pulling for the Charlos to win. But what did I tell you when Caleb Plant slapped the shadow? That, no, Jermall, he earned that shit. It touching the motherfucker's face, grabbing his like, and like I said, if he didn't do that, if Caleb didn't slap the fuck out of him like he was supposed to, I wouldn't have slapped him. I'd have punched the fuck out of him and slammed him on his head. This is what I'm saying. But, you know, they squashed that shit. And it's like, hey, you know what, man? That's what men do. And like he said, we ain't all that back and forth, yelling and cussing and sweet. Like, nah, we gonna fight and shake hands like men, like we do in the hood. And I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. See, I can salute that. I can respect that. Jermall Charlo was no bum fighter. Jermall Charlo was a solid fighter. Jermall Charlo, just like any other human being, has had ups and downs in his life, personal life. I don't, you know, try to dig into that type of stuff. You know, and I like the way he handled the interviewers, because they always want to know something, and even them asking him how would he fight Canelo or this person and analyzing fighters, and he's like, man, I'm not, you know, he shut some of the questions down, and then other questions he shut it down, but with an explanation as to why he shut it down. And this is what I'm talking about, y'all. Stand-up type of men. No, but you guys will take a bum-ass fighter and then act like this motherfucker's the victim of something, when the only thing that's actually happening is the fighter that you like is being, you know, the fighter that you like, you know, is being baby and treated like, you know, there's something better than what they are. And the reality is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you know, your favoritism and all that. That doesn't matter. What matters is really simple. We, as human beings, understand, if you make mistakes, if you make bad decisions, and you don't take accountability for it, you're only hurting yourself. And Jermall Charlo admitted that he made some mistakes and some bad decisions, and that, you know, he was going through some stuff, and who's to say that he's not still dealing with certain things? But like he said, he's in a better place. But he said if he wasn't having this fight, he might still be in a situation of going through something. That's inside. That's mental stuff, for whatever the situations may be. We don't need to know all of that. But this is exactly the type of stuff I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Him and his brother, they're good again, and that's what it's about. He talked about how he made a comment like having a closed heart is like is a bad thing. So in other words, yeah, he was shutting certain people out. He was doing things to where, you know, being, you know, hanging around, like he said, he was around people that he felt like he needed to be around to like do certain things to get him through what he was going through, and it was only making things worse. See, like I tell you, just like in a fight, experience gained is not just in wins. It's also gained in losses as well. So just like in life, when you go through things, if you don't learn from your situations, right, how smart of a person are you? And I really, really respect the way Jermall Charlo was talking now, man. Now, you see, for all the people that like to, oh, this nigga talking about this and that, whatever, man, that nigga this, that nigga that. When somebody's on the downside, y'all want to talk about it. Y'all want to make it known. But when they rise above the bullshit that's going on in their life that's keeping them from, being able to even just have a smile on their face. I see this guy with his kids, man. I see this guy, being a dad, and whatever he was going through and dealing with, none of us got the right to be trying to pry in somebody's business, man, and assume what it may be and all this goofy stuff that people do. But like I said, when you see somebody in a better space, if you don't care about that fighter, you want to be silent. But like I said, when you got these excuse makers, these liars, people going around bragging about being filled with hatred, with hatred, and how this is going to fuel them for their next fight. Now, if you need all of that, you soft. I don't care how tough you think you are or how tough your fans think you are. If you need all of that, you're soft, because you don't have the skill to rely on. So you have to have all these other little synthetic ingredients. And why synthetic? Because I ain't never had to hate nobody to whoop their ass. If I hate you, then it's just going to be a worse ass whooping. But at the end of the day, I got the skills to back it up. And that's what I'm saying. You don't hear people talking about relying on their skill. You hear them talking all this nonsense. Like, oh, so somebody's supposed to be scared because you're full of hatred now? No. Nah. And then when they go get their ass whooped, here's another excuse. Jermall Charlo is not only is he undefeated, but understand, Jermall Charlo, has made, it's almost like I can say a complete turnaround in his approach, and his character, his personality. And the fact is, I like how he made peace with Caleb Plant in front of a camera, because what happened between them happened in front of a camera. So like a man, he squashed the beef in front of a camera, not behind closed doors. And because what people like to do, they always want to have this invincible type aura about themselves, and like nothing can penetrate them. Listen, man, we're human beings. And, for Caleb Plant, I like Caleb Plant as a fighter as well. And it's like I said, when you start to get caught up into the hype and everybody want to try to, bring the worst out of you, come on, man. That's a bad recipe, man. That's a bad recipe. It's like two guys arguing, and it gets to the point where it's just words, and then somebody start, oh shit, you gonna let them talk to you like that? They start trying to instigate because they want to see something happen. They punk ass ain't gonna swing no punch, but they want to see what's gonna happen between the two of you. And this is what people do. They want to see the worst happen. Caleb Plant and Charlo or whoever, they don't have to hate each other. All they got to do is fight. That's all. It's just a fight. We want to fight. That's what warriors do, right? That's what gladiators do with boxers, with fighters. Let's fight. Well, let's fight. Hatred has nothing to do with it. Let's fight. This is what we do. And this is what more people need to understand. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna do my part, and I'm gonna send a shout out to Jermall Charlo, man, because, like I said, this is the type of stuff that's necessary. This is what the world needs to see. Everybody want to see beef. Everybody want to see, like, look at how long ago Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall fought. And to this very day, it's like if any interviewer bring up Savannah Marshall to Shields, it's always some little devious let me say something to try to get a reaction out of her, so I can go back and tell Savannah what she said the next time I interview her, and vice versa. And I'm like, man, people need to learn how to respond to these interviewers, man, because they're petty. They're petty as hell, and they will take something you said and twist it or give it in an improper context to try to make you think that somebody said more than what they actually said. And you know what? I learned as a teenager, it's not about trying to make people agree with you. People gonna think what they want to think. As long as you know what you need to know and you know how to navigate through life, focus on doing that. Anybody that you can touch, help, and teach in a positive way, cool. But don't look for it to people agreeing with you and understanding things. You know how many fucking people in my life that I know personally, family and all, have come to me for shit I've said 10, 15 fucking years ago. Man, you was right. I remember you said XYZ. Everything you said, it happened. Oh, this is happening now. And whatever. Yeah, everybody want to have all the answers for everything. I don't have the answers for everybody, but I know what I know. And I'm going to be real and I'm going to be open about, like, when I say something, I'm going to stand on it. It's not about being stubborn. It's about I'm speaking on facts, man. It's like if I sit here and tell you, hey, man, slow down. 25-mile-per-hour street. Oh, I don't see no police. And all of a sudden, your dumb ass go flying around the corner, right? And it just happened to be a family of deers coming across the road, and then you wreck your goddamn car. And now your dumb ass out there, oh, shit, yo. I told your dumb ass to slow down, didn't I? Yeah. The police wasn't the only problem out there, was they? Now your car totaled because you knew everything. And this is what I'm saying about life, man. When I'm going to tell you, man, I said a long time ago, man, Jermall and Jermall need to keep their business offline. Stop, because especially when it got to a point where everybody that wanted to jump online and talk their business, it was always the negative stuff. Everybody don't need to know what's going on. These people don't love Jermall and Jermall. All they care about is hearing news. Those are two brothers that love each other, and when you go through shit in life and you not vibing the right way, don't come tell the world, man. But, businessmen, with people in business will tell you, yeah, talk about it. That's going to get people attention. They're going to talk. Controversy sells, man. No, they don't care about you. They will tell every fucking story, like these people that keep getting themselves indicted because they don't know how to shut their fucking mouth. They want to go and tell everybody about some crime they committed and some beef they had, and they say something that leads to something that leads to something else. And before you know it, the feds then came and got their ass. Man, Smokey Robinson's ass is 85 years old, man. And 4 former employees of his is saying that he sexually assaulted them. Let's put it that way, and this and that, all these claims, and they're trying to get $50 million out of him. I don't know if he did it or not. And all I'm going to say on that is real simple, man. If Smokey did it, hey, what's going to happen is going to happen. What's supposed to happen should happen. But if he didn't, those women making that shit up, lock their asses up. Because you can't just go around, people don't care. They go around trying to, stir up things. So I don't know what happened. And I'm not, so I can't speak on it like I do know, because I don't. But I'm just saying, 85 fucking years old, man. So my point is, you could be home minding your business. You could be home with your kids, just chilling, everything is cool. Next thing you know, cops knocking on your door. Somebody said you did something, blah, blah, blah. They saw you coming to this. I mean, people will make up lies. So when I remember a video I saw of Jermall Charlo. He was in a restaurant with his kids, and he was live. And I'm like saying to myself, Jermall, man, what are you doing? This is not smart, man. You got kids, man. And not only that, you sitting there live wherever you are. You never know when some jealous coward might try to do something to one of your kids just because somebody come popping in. What if you sitting there? People don't need you out with your family, man. These cowards would never do nothing one-on-one at the right time. Mine or ain't mine. They won't. People don't need to be in your business, man. That's how these rappers get killed. Yo, nigga, I'm over here. So they walk around me in the mall. You live, and then you know how many rappers, how many people have been unalived while they're on a live TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, and somebody come up, pop, 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 because you done dropped your location and you walk around with your kids. And people in the comment sections were saying a bunch of real rowdy shit, and I'm like, man, people like that, that's the ones you want to run into somewhere. But then you look at it and you think, these are the scumbags that don't have no life. You have people sit up every day and all they do is watch videos just to comment, even when the comments don't make no goddamn sense. And when you see, like I said, somebody was selling the dude drunk, yo, he high, he this, he that, they saying all these things, and I'm like, man, you sitting out with your kids, man. You know what? Fuck these people. And I just tuned out, though, because it's just like, wow, man. if you feel like this man is down and out, what is your comments? What are you trying to contribute to try to make him feel worse? People are scumbags and they're cowards. They're cowards. But keep your business off the internet, man. These people don't fuck these people. They don't care nothing about you and your family. It's just good to see the dude in a mental space that he need to be in, you know. And more, and bottom line, like I said, equally as important, if he would have said he was in a better space mentally, that's cool, great. But the cherry on top for me, man, like I said, is him understanding his wrong and taking accountability, because that's how people go through life. It's everybody else's fault for your shortcomings. It's everybody else's fault that you didn't do what you were supposed to do or what you should have did. You know, that's why make this make sense. If a fighter tell you, I must see TV, I'm the most exciting fighter. Everybody tell me that when I'm not here, it ain't the same. We need you back. And then that same fighter in the same breath tell you they didn't get the opportunities that they needed. If everybody want to see you back, you must see TV, you the most exciting person, right? Fighter in boxing. How in the hell are you not being given the opportunities, right? And then there's proof, there's evidence, proof, okay, of your own mouth and promoter opening your mouth to say how you froze a fighter out, how you turned multi-million-dollar fights down because you didn't know how much the opponent was getting and all kind of stupid excuses. You turn fights down. And then you got some little bitch, frail ass homo when it come in your comment section talking about, oh man, you always talk about, man, fuck you. But when you see someone do what Jermall did, y'all don't respect that because y'all not real men. That's exactly what I be talking about. And that's why, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to always hold it down. And I'm always going to be real. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to take the time to make this video because Jermall Charlo is doing what he's supposed to do. And you know, if he's right, this dude, he should stomp this dude out anyway. And then after this fight, if he get past this dude and Caleb get past his opponent, that's going to be the next fight. It's going to be him versus Caleb. And he said basically he want to fight Canelo. He feel like he's ready. He got the team that he need. And he said he want the fight with Canelo to be his last fight. So Jermall Charlo's not trying to stick around long period of time and everything. But he said that's the fight he want. Now, if Crawford beats Canelo, it would make more sense that, you know, and that's if Crawford sticks around for another fight, that would be a big payday. And then Jermall Charlo versus Terrence Crawford, hey, you know, that will be it. You know, anytime you got fighters fight for a title, there's always a rematch clause if they want it. So I just say, as far as that goes, we'll see what happens. But one fight at a time. Got to get past these guys first, and then, hey, then we can talk about all that other stuff later. But I just wanted to, you know, get this out here, man, because this is what I like to see. And especially me being a black man coming from where I come from and seeing this black man come from where he come from and being able to, you know, do what he got to do. That's what I respect. And that's why I said, if you listen to how Jermall Charlo talking now, just go back a couple, 3, 4, 5 years ago, the whole different, the energy was different, and the anger, the snapping all the time, and it's like, man, listen, y'all, anger ain't nothing but self-punishment. That's it. But then when they get the fighter, yo, that nigga's a bitch, yo, nigga, that's what people want to portray. But somebody that displayed what he just displayed, they want to overlook that. But nah, I'm not going to let that happen because I'm going to get that out there. Salute Jermall Charlo. Go take care of business. You know, then you and Plant go get it on. Go take care of business there. And what happens after that, it is what it is. But, you know, that's what it should be, man. And that's another thing that I like about Caleb Plant as well, because Caleb, he don't do all that yap. He just want to fight. But it's always the ones with the big mouths. It's always the ones talk the most shit, make the most excuses. Always the ones out here just saying one thing but doing something else. And half of y'all, more than half of y'all fall for the okie doke. And y'all walk out here supporting a bunch of bums. I'm watching this shit because it's fighting, it's boxing, it's combat sports. I'm not watching this shit, crossing my fingers, hoping you get rich and worrying about your money and how many cops. I don't care about that shit. That's for you to worry about, not me. It's all about the fights. Salute, Jermall Charlo. Go handle your business. Talk to me in the comment section, y'all. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.